Hey YouTube, welcome back to the Slightly Rotten Carving channel. I am your slightly rotten host, and today I'm going to sit here in sand and talk about something that I care about, and something that I've spent a lot of time considering in my 41 years of life, and that is identity and what it is. And what it means to identify yourself as something or not something or whatever. And the reason I want to talk about it is because it's a large, the subject is, it permeates a lot of our culture right now, at least in the Western world, right? We are divided into many, many groups, it seems. And in order to be in one of those groups, you usually have to identify yourself as something, right? And I believe that that is stupid. I believe that taking on someone else's words or ideas as if they are the truth, the fundamental truth to who you are, I think that's a dumb thing to do. Now, don't get me wrong. I don't think that people who do that are dumb. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not calling any individual or group of individuals dumb. What I'm saying is that it's dumb to accept someone else's words or ideas as the ultimate and fundamental truth of who you are. And the reason why I say that action is dumb is because, to me, what it means is that the individual has not examined for themselves who they are thoroughly. In essence, they're living in a world that is constructed of ideas and words. And whatever identity they've taken on is usually takes center stage in their lives. It becomes who they are. And I just wonder why do that? Why do we do that so often? Why do we accept someone else's version of ourselves and then welcome it into our lives and have everything revolve around it? Why? And obviously there's not one reason for that. There's a bunch of reasons for that. I mean, I think one of the reasons is that people desire to know who they are. And I think a lot of people need some sort of explanation, or they feel as though they would be lost. And there are plenty of people offering explanations. So you just have to find the right one. Well, what if none of them are right? what if that's the case? You know, what if the case is that you're just kind of being lied to, and you're lying to yourself, and and you're comfortable with it. Right? You become comfortable with the lies and the fake identity, which is irrelevant to who you are. I don't think people consider that very often, because that is actually the truth. Anyone, however smart or eloquent their speech may be, anyone who purports to know you fundamentally through words and ideas is a liar and a fraud. And the reason for that is because you are not constructed of words and ideas. I mean, when you look in the mirror, you don't see the word human being, or whatever term we shall use to communicate about it. You see a form, as we may call it. And that form is communicated, or we use the word human being to simply communicate about that form. Right? That's what the language is for. That's what the words are for. Communication. They are not ultimately who you are or what you are, and they are irrelevant. They are entirely irrelevant to your fundamental nature. I mean, think, what is a word, right? Think about it. What is a word? Well, these are words. See? Those are words: no slip, grip, backing. Look, it's just symbols here, right? It's just meant to communicate to me that this material will not slip. The words are not the actual material. See that? And the same goes for you. The words are not the actual substance. They're just there to communicate about you. That's it. That's it. So accept them as the truth. Accept the words as the truth. And you are misled. You're doomed to be led around by your nose. And that is a fate that is worse than simply being confused or not understanding. Because someone else has power over you. You've given them control. And that's dumb. Even if they can explain a little bit of how you feel, right? And that's how they get you. They tell you, well, they give you bits and pieces of accurate descriptions and explanations that you can relate to. They communicate to you about your feelings and thoughts. And of course, you see other people agreeing with them. you see hordes and hordes of people nodding their heads and cheering and saying, yes, that's the truth. And so you feel comfort and you feel as though you're making the right decision. Many, many people have felt like they've made the right decision. And come to find out later, that it was actually foolishness. So why identify with anything, with any group? Why accept any words as being true to who you are? I guess there's different reasons, but I wonder, though, if it's better to not identify as anything. What does it change anyway? What does it change what you call yourself? What do the words change? They simply I want to say they ruin things, but they distort people's perception and wind up being a hindrance. The words and ideas simply hinder you from experiencing yourself in a true and natural manner. And it's a shame. Many, many young people these days are essentially being pressured and bullied into joining groups and aligning themselves with rotten, rotten ideas. And I feel sad for them. Because I've been misled by scum. Anyway, that's about it. So this should be done hopefully tomorrow or the next day. I hope this video didn't disturb anyone too much. I just had a couple things I wanted to say, and yeah, I guess I wanted to share it. Anyway, hope everybody has a nice day. This is your slightly rotten host. Take care.